Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom and we are playing Darkest Dungeon again. I've got a glass of fine Japanese single malt in one hand and a smile on my face, and we're going to be delving down into the Warrens this evening to try and activate 3 animalistic shrines, pick up an arbalist trinket, as well as change and crests, because it's the mission that I feel like I can do with this particular party makeup. We already have our trinkets defined, it's all fine, it's just time for us to get in there and get killing. At this stage, I don't quite have enough... I don't have confidence. That's my main issue. I don't have the confidence I think that I need to do the first Darkest Dungeon. I'm aware of the fact that I can't actually... bring guys back there once they've gone in once before. And I'm just not sure that I'm ready. And before I know that I'm ready, I want to have... just a few more backups ready. I want to get rid of a couple of quest-affecting quirks, like negative damage against the unholy and so on. And then finally, I want to watch some other people playing. No, I should do it blind. I've never made it through the first level of the Darkest Dungeon. I got squad wiped before I was even halfway through. So I don't know what to do. I think it's going to be much more entertaining to play it. For you guys, sorry. It's going to be more entertaining for you to watch if I play it blind. It's going to be less stressful for me if I read up on it in advance. You know, I think I'm going to play it blind. That's probably the right thing to do gameplay-wise. What the hell is that? I didn't even know what that is. Time to check Karamazul's cheat sheet. We're in the Warrens, and I've seen something that looks like... the devil, pretty much. What the hell is that? Bone altar, cold rack of blades, stack of books. I don't know what that is. All right, let's go back to the game. What are you? Oh, it's the animalistic shrine. Okay, it's an objective. Ahdoom. That was real clever. You're a smart guy. Okay, collector battle. And I don't have a bad party for a collector, actually. In fact, I have a pretty good party for a collector, to be honest. Let's get our first step in. Beautiful critical for 21. Gets an early collect call, though, because there aren't any stun units able to drop in at this stage. But that said, my Iron Swan's going to be doing some sweet and gnarly damage on you guys. It's going to be beautiful. Let's start the pain train. Oh! Dodges everywhere. Okay. Front row chop. Focus on the highwayman. Not quite insta-kill, but I'm not going to be complaining. Iron Swan on the back. That's where the most important dude is. Already down to 61 out of a lot of health. Could try and pull him. I think his move resist isn't actually that good, to be honest. But I will do an Abyssal Artillery here just to spread the damage. 11 and 10, which is just lovely jubbly. Absolutely lovely, in fact, and hopefully this Hound's Harry will take. Yes, it does. And that bleed should take out that Highwayman in his next turn, which is absolutely fantastic. Do another Iron Swan for 16 damage. Down to 32 damage with 2 going on his first turn, so 30 HP left. That collection doesn't scare me. Headstrong will annoy me, but it won't scare me. And let's try and finish off that Vestal. 2 HP left. The bleed will take care of her. Gorgeous. Let's get this going. Only 9 damage, which is fine. Head game's dropping in, and that guard is going to pose a slight problem for me as I start dropping in attacks. But what I can do is knock back clear corpses or intimidate. Intimidate. Let's go for intimidate. Chain attacks do damage to everyone. See, chain attacks, they do damage to anyone, regardless whether they're guarded or not. Show collection for 1 damage and some very minor stress there. We'll go for an if it bleeds here, knowing it won't take. It does drop on the Man-at-Arms, and he is absolutely dead in his next turn. That said, oh, no collect calls. And no hits either. Oh, it's the accuracy debuff. Well, that's glorious. Well, I've learned something. Yeah, accuracy debuff makes the collector useless. Beautiful. 13 damage right there, and the bleed will take him out. May as well take the chance to faff ever so slightly and buff ourselves up and repeat that process there on the Hellion. We're looking pretty darn good. And aside from taking a few points of stress, we've earned ourselves a trapezohedron for free. Practically free.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Treasure in battle, and we have a Corpse Eater, Enchantress, and well, 2 different sizes of Corpse Eaters. In fact, we have every size of Corpse Eater, for those that are keeping score back at home. Nice hit there with Missile Artillery, and let's drop a Hound's Harry to clear up at least one of them. Done and done. At least one bleed is taken. We can mop her up with the Iron Swan. Good job not missing. And thank you for the hit point reduction. Sorry for the stress reduction. Let's drop a chop on this Corpse Eater. His debuff resistance is relatively high, so I don't want to chance and intimidate when I can get some damage down on him. Great dodge from the Hellion, and we are next up for... if it bleeds? No, let's just do some damage. There we go, 13. Only 20 hit points left, which is just lovely. Get that Hound attack in place, 8 damage, and obviously a bleed resist. Sacrificial stab up the front just to keep things on point, and hopefully the kill now. No! Dodge! Right, Weaken Prey will drop 3 damage plus Mark. Okay, debuff was resisted, which is just fine by me. Hound's Rush the kill. Yeah. Glorious. Right, let's unlock that chest. Glorious.
Could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
And as we discussed, the busts are more valuable to me just this second than the crests are. Do a bit of a quick inventory shuffle around to see if there's anything that can or should be moved, and the answer is no. Oops, a job has been completed. Sorry, that's my down converter running. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Back to game. We need to clear... well, what's our most efficient pathing? It's this way, up, down... yeah, okay. There is no efficient way. This dungeon is just broken in pieces. So we'll press on, 2 maggots and a ghoul, but we get the jump on them, which is just superb. We will drop an Abyssal Artillery because... oh, actually, that's not even really that useful. It's not even that useful, to be honest. We could pull him forward, or we could just... oh, okay. Not the round for me, I guess. Hound's Harry, though. That will do the job. At least one of them is dead the next turn. Let's take care of the front row as well. 13 damage and insta-killed, and a little bit of bleed as well on the ghoul, who has only a modest bleed resistance of 40%, which is just fine by me. He'll take 5 damage in his first turn. He's on 31 hit points. Rend will drop, and we'll dodge. Glorious, glorious day. Sacrificial stab to get some better damage, and 11 damage is... yeah, you can rave incoherently. I would rave incoherently if I were you as well. There we go. A bit more bleed damage dropped there as well. 7 damage taken per turn. Another rend. Okay, 9 damage but no bleeds. That's fine. Definitely a candidate for weird reconstruction. Let's get a chop down. And that chop is probably going to be the kill, unfortunately. So, yep. Unfortunately. I'm grateful that that chop killed him. That would be a better approach to things. Could try and use up some food, but we've got a long dungeon ahead of us, and I am not confident in... let's get rid of the dog treats. I never use them. I always forget. I always forget. So, there you go. Alright, empty room. Corridor battle and a curio, so that's fine to take. Radiant up and see what we have. Corpse Eater and a Marcher. Pretty confident we can take out the Marcher. What I will do in my first turn is try that reconstruction. 15 up and no bleed. Nice. Alright, chance to bleed on this guy, no chance to kill realistically, but let's get some damage down range regardless. Bleed did take, let's do it again. And he has 5 hit points and 5 bleed. He is done for the round. Miss on the large Corpse Eater. but we will find a way to live, I'm sure. Tentacle Devourer for 5 damage. And negative crit for a few rounds, which is fair and balanced, I say. Sacrificial Stab, 7 damage, and let's keep things rolling through with an if it bleeds, 10 damage, and no bleed. I guess it doesn't bleed. Tentacle Devourer on the Leper, 7 damage, and that's fine. We can deal with that. Chop drops for 21 though, and mops him up.
No intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Get rid of those Jades and pick up the busts in their favor. Press on into the Curio. Oh no, the Curio Battle Room, and that's another altar for me to cleanse. Hound's Rush though could be prudent on the back row, or I could rely on an insta kill. Look, let's do a Hound's Harry across the lot. Some dodges, some takes, some bleeds. Abyssal Artillery though on the back too, for sure. Nicely done. Vomit drops on the Occultist, 2 damage plus some stress, but I'm not worried as yet. Get a chop on the Goro though, on the off chance we get an insta-kill, and that works out beautifully. Drums of Doom will get stress on all of us, if we didn't dodge at all. And let's do an Iron Swan on the back row to ensure that we don't need to worry about his unpleasantness in future turns. Butcher Cut does 14 damage. Whew. No bleed, but 14 damage. The Occultist turn is absolutely spoken for. It's Hound's Rush that's got a death at the stage. Glorious. Best of all available options. So let's drop it. 7 damage. Weird Reconstruction for 1, but no bleed. Happens. 11 damage done on the Reaver, and in his turn he will probably focus on the back row. Yup, Ball and Chain, and it's dodged gloriously. I need to faff. I need to get some heals up on the Hellion, and for that to happen, I need to faff. Let's self-heal for the moment. I'm okay with taking another round of damage from him, but let's just try for a... There we go. And one more shot at the Weird Reconstruction. 0. And it's the game telling me something, I think. Butcher's Cut drops. 9 damage. That's horrible. That's just horrible. Let's try for some more de-stressing because... Yep, nicely done. Ball and Chain in the back. Dodged gloriously. Self-heal for whatever it's worth. And if the Occultist comes up first, I'd be grateful. The answer is no. Let's literally waste the turn. I want one more chance to heal up. 14! That's what we're talking about. And no bleed. Beautiful! Alright, this big old ugly pig is dead in his next turn, but we will help him on his way. No, we'll faff. We will faff! We will faff the turns away and come to the game with our greatest possible advantage. Another awesome heal, also no bleed, and that's round.
Destroy them all.
Alright, we got choices to make right now. I can we got choices to make. That Sapphire, that's worth something to me. Let's see what we get in the Scout. Ooh. Well, I'm definitely not throwing out that key now. But I also have inventory problems with everything else. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to keep that Sapphire or not? Yes. We are. This frees up one slot in our inventory, fortunately. And because we have to find all of the things to do the stuff to... I'll take the 80% chance here. Nice. Okay, stress is reduced. Press on to check out the sack, which is empty. Always feels dirty when I say that. I don't know why.
We find victory.
And backtracking back to the secret room. I have one key left, which means I have glittering prizes on the horizon. I think I have all the heads. I don't know how many heads there are. I think there are 3. I'm not sure. Hunger check, just in the nick of time. Not going to touch that. And we'll go into the empty room knowing there's no combat. Actually, it's irrelevant because torchlight. Okay, secret room is here. There we go. We have a key. And 3 free inventory slots.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's... This might be somewhat redundant, but let's see what we get. Ugh, things to leave behind. That's for sure. Yep, things to leave behind. Okay, pressing onwards. We have to find one more animalistic shrine. May also be time for us to consider camping. Let's check out the scout information. Right, that curio room feels like it's the right way to meet our objective. We'll skip that thing right there because we don't need a buff at this stage. Coming in Radiant to a corridor battle with 2 Goros, a Spawn, and a Madman. Hook where it hurts drops 7 damage, but no great concerns for the moment. Abyssal Artillery on the back rows. 7 and 6 is pretty good. Accusation drops down for 1 damage and probably a healthy chunk of stress, but we've been getting lucky with the critical hits on her and things have been working in our favor. Bit of stress on the Leper, that's okay, he's been overdue for that. Can mitigate almost all of it with a camping session though. We'll go for the kill on the Swine Spawn, crit for 21. And unfortunately that invalidates the Iron Swan I was going to pull with the, yeah. Let's try and get lucky with an insta-kill on the Gora. Oh, it's a dodge! Who will let you dodge? 9 damage, okay, so Hellion is back to being the person most loved to be hated. And that bleed should take care of him. Glorious. Grit hurts this time on the Leper for 3 with a debuff. Grit hurts falls up with another 7, again with further debuffs. We're going to try and get ourselves a good old-fashioned work down. Definitely focusing a good reconstruction on the Hellion though. Only 4 up, but no bleed at least. Let's finish off this chappy. Nicely done, and some stress reduction, and let's faff. Let's faff slightly. It's a mild faff, you know, it's a petite faff. Weird reconstruction drops again, 16, that's what I was looking for. Now I can march onwards to the kill without fear or compunction, finishing things off. Whoa, I was going to say finishing off the Houndmaster, but he gets a lucky dodge. Hook where it hurts on the Leper, only 3 damage, and debuff that will last for a short while. Finally dead, taken care of, and that's us done.
Can be felled, they can be beaten.
Like that emerald, but I'm not 100% that it's going to be the best of decisions. Let's leave it behind. Hate leaving money behind, but it has to happen. Has to happen sometimes. It's just how life is. Got to leave money on the table. Alright, here we have the empty curio room, which we will take care of. Gonna keep on keeping on though, because we know that there's more in store. Let's... Oh, okay, got a corridor battle, fine. Sure. Cutthroats and Fusiliers, but we get the jump on them with a surprise. Let's look at the best way of getting these guys dead and deaded. Try and winnow down. Now let's go for that Fusilier. 9 damage, which puts them in an easy place to die this round with If It Bleeds. Done entirely. Next up we have... Oh, no stun, but we will drop this here. 8 damage. Lovely jubbly, and we'll probably pull an Intimidate with the Leper, hoping that it takes. And it does take reduced damage and reduced accuracy. Good dodge. I'm going to blame my debuff. And in your turn, Shank. Oh! That was a pretty good one. 10 damage to come from bleeds, which is going to cause me some problems, but that is life. 2 damage to come. We'll drop a Hound's Harry here. And hope that bleed to take. It doesn't matter either way because he was already a dead man. Uppercut slice on the Hellion for the dodge. And I think there's going to be a weird reconstruction happening on the... Let's go for the kill. Okay.
Success so clearly in view.
No, take the gold,
Or
not
is
the
it merely
jewels.
a trick of the light?
Stupid. Let's get back to this empty room and take the opportunity to camp because we can and because hopefully we have an ability to
A
deal
moment of respite,
with
a chance
the
to steel
bleeding.
oneself against the coming horrors.
Do we seriously have no healing? We have no healing. Okay. That's okay. Oh well. Okay, let's prevent ourselves from being surprised. Reduce your stress, then look for a decent. Not sure what to pick here. There we go. Let's rest up. No chance of an ambush there, which is just fine by me. And we have 6 damage still to come from this.
And purpose is made clear.
Let's just do 1 or 2 more rooms. Okay, let's holy water this. Bit more torch, a few portraits. Not gonna change the world either way with that. Alright, let's get in there and see what the battle has in store for us. Swinator, Spawn and a Reaver, no problem there. Vomit drops on the back row for a little bit of stress. It's to be expected by and large. Go for the remote chance for a kill. Oh! I doubt myself too much. Alright, weighted construction on the Occultist. 17 up, and we're looking much more human again. Let's get a chop going on the Reaver for 9 damage. Let's follow things up with a Wicked Hack because we can. 13 damage, and he's running on 8 hit points. So probably just the 1 turn left. 6 damage back in return on the Leper. And no debuff. And a mild bleed. Trot Repeat is dodged. Trot Retreat. Trot Repeat. My goodness, what's wrong with me? Hound's Rush on the front there for the kill. Nicely done, gentlefolk, and it is now time for us to consider our options. Could try healing here, but it's not needed. Leper can take care of himself. A crit for 10, though, is greatly appreciated, down to 55. Keeping things going, if it bleeds, is a prudent course of action, because it does indeed bleed. And then pressing on, let's get the chop down, only for 8 damage, but we'll take what we can get. 3 bleed damage dropped down. Boar's Rush does 13 damage, which is... ooh, and the move. And the stun. Okay. Let's try and amp up the bleed we've got running on this guy. It's 5 damage a turn now. I can try and do him a bit more damage. Certainly no healing to be done at the moment with this chap here. I might need to call time very shortly on these battles. But there you go. Leper is taking some damage, but I'm not too concerned. 9 dropped down on the Swinator, and he only has 1 turn left in the world. 5 damage again on the Leper. I'm going to take my time to faff, because faffing is now the best of all of my available options. Let's move you, and unfortunately the Occultist comes in first. Let's pull the corpse. Again, I just want to turn with the Leper to heal him up. On the off chance that I need to self-heal the Hellion just to boost her up ever so slightly. And with the Leper down to 42, we'll get him 10 back, as well as some resistances. Swinator goes down, and in treasure, everything comes too late, unfortunately. That's how it happens sometimes. So let us carry on, but before we do, let's do a quick rejuggle of the correct positions. I can head down south, I can head down this way. Let's go down this way. Pick up a torch, which extends the duration of the game for us. Not sure if I should keep going and risk the hunger check or not.
Are often low on supplies.
You know what? Our inventory's practically full. Like, practically full. Let's see what the scout gives us. Right, we're going to make it to this room, and we're going to call time. That's... okay, fine. We're going to call time now. What's your chance to... 60%? No, let's get out of here. 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 Can't get too greedy. We'll take a hunger check, and we'll take also stress and health damage. And we don't have great healers, but we've gotten so much gold this round. So much. Like 32k is incredible. That's gonna afford me some substantial, you know, unlocks. Kinegres goes up level 5, picking up vampiric spirits. Pont is still on 3 with Slugger, but and we picked up as a disease. Love interest is picked up by Pex de Coup, but that is how it is sometimes. Their stress levels are not a problem for me, and I don't spend either much time or money correcting these things. Picked up Fresh Air in the Warrens, which is just fine by me. Vampiric Spirits has been cured. Tapeworm has been cured. Slow Draw, thank God, has been removed, as has Off Guard, and again, a few upgrades there. We're getting very, very close to the end of year 1. Which might occasion a video of self-reflection. In the meantime, I've got some things to do off camera in terms of faffing around, because I'm sure this video has gone long enough, which means it's now time for me to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the time you take to look at this stuff, to comment on my videos, to like them, subtle hints. If you like what you're seeing, and if you're coming in new, please feel free to backtrack through the entire playlist to see how we've gone to the point that we're at right now. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get more of these in your inbox every single day. In the meantime, I'm Ahdoom, and I will catch you guys next time.